Cattle ranching is the leading cause of the deforestation in the Brazilian Amazon. Through pressure from the government and the environmental NGOs, such as Greenpeace and Friends of the Earth, several beef packing industries stopped buying cattle raised in illegally deforested areas. On October 5th, 4 of the largest players in the global cattle industry joined forces to ban purchase of cattle from newly deforested areas of the Brazilian Amazon from their supply chain. They have backed Greenpeace's call for zero deforestation in the rainforest.
The trend is to give value to the standing forest. I believe that if we preserve and take care of it, the forest will have more value.
Então a gente precisava de derrubar. Nós fomos convocados para isso e foi o que fizemos.
Paragominas, which was blacklisted for deforestation, is making independent efforts to become green through a zero deforestation pact between the local government and producers. With help from conservation groups, Paragominas began satellite referencing all rural properties to map their environmental situation.
During the last 11 months, data from the Amazon Institute of People and the Environment, or Amazon, has shown that we were able to reduce deforestation by 86% in Paragominas. We made a pact with conservation groups to achieve zero deforestation.
Costa's Marupiara farm is often termed a model farm. It has been frequently cited by environmentalists and technicians as to how a farm can function without destroying nature.
Legality has become more and more important, and complying with environmental legislation is important. He's the guy that can show people this is possible, and therefore he has become really a leader for other people to say, well, how do you do it, and does it really work? Is it still economically viable?
Costa has been managing cattle using a rotational grazing system for the last 10 years. He follows the law and uses only 20% of his 4,500 hectare farm. The remaining 80% is kept as standing forest.
The reserve covers 80% of the farm. That is, these dark green areas on this map. These lighter green ones are pasture.
The productive area of the farm is divided into 10 units containing 12 paddocks each. Costa makes 6 different species of grass to achieve greater resistance to pests. Each group of cattle spends 3 days grazing at each paddock. The grass grows back during the rest of the month so that the land is never exposed or degraded. Costa claims that he can produce up to 400 kilograms of beef per hectare. This is 4 times as much as for most farmers in the area. Costa says he wanted to run his farm within the boundaries of the law. He saw it as a challenge to achieve productivity using only legally available land.
I did not clear any more land, although I had the right to do so under the 50% law. I wanted to know how to produce well in the area that I had.
É o risco de invasão, de pessoas quererem entrar na minha área, na minha reserva.
Versillo Lima, a close ally of Costa, has also preserved a large chunk of forest, amounting to 50% of his farm. His motivation for adjusting to environmental laws is increasingly being shared by many farmers here.
I wanted to get my product certified. I want to be able to sell my product to the European common market, which pays better.
In Belém, José Benito Guerrero at the Natural Conservancy headquarters is responsible for the environmental inventory of Paragominas. He explained that the partial environmental inventory was conducted there, and it helps slow deforestation in this soybean farming region. TITV Weekly.